In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? I have used Todorov's theory throughout my trailer, which includes the stages of equilibrium, disruption, realization, and restored order. Drag Me to Hell is one that I have analyzed and it uses the Todorov theory, which is seen throughout the trailer. This is apparent from the start of the trailer, whereby the character is not aware of what is coming. This is a conventional supernatural horror movie use. On the other hand, I have noticed on the trailer The Thing, there is no attempt to repair, instead the conflict escalates into a faster paced montage. In my trailer, it's clear to see on how the mise-en-scène is used to support each stage. For example, here we can see the equilibrium stage. This is acknowledged through the dialogue and the lively lighting, whilst the disruption stage we see a change in setting. Here we see the male characters running away from the protagonist in the dark alleyway. I have challenged this convention by having a female character play as the villain. The idea of the victim running away from something is used repeatedly in general horror movies such as The Human Centipede and Hostel. We see both the young female and male characters. I have noticed in many horror movies, the use of plain background is used to enhance on what was happening, therefore I used it in my trailer with the contrapuntal sound of the girl screaming. This creates enigma to the narrative. We can see during the disruption stage that the irremovable force enters her soul through light, and quick changes happen, such as the dramatic costume change from well-dressed look to a messy and dirty look as the narrative continues. To give my trailer a more of a realistic and professional look, I have used blood on her face to give it a body horror element. The development in costume change reinforces the genre supernatural. An example where this convention is seen is in the trailer Drag Me to Hell. I have noticed in most of the supernatural trailers, it starts with a peaceful background music in which that quickly changes to a more dramatic and intense sound. One example would be the sound used in the trailer The Thing. I have challenged this convention by using a low but intense music from the start of the trailer. I have done this so that the importance is focused on the idea of horror. Another reason is because the whole point of engaging the viewers is important. A key editing technique I have used is graphic match, which gives my trailer a graphically matched sense of establishment in terms of continuity and flow. This is seen towards the start when the male character is running and comes in contact with the villain. This camera movement would be similar to a crane shot. We can see that with my trailer it cuts to another scene very dramatically during the tilt to eventually go back to the tilt camera movement. I have done this to keep the audience engaged. I have used a range of shot types for my trailer which follows conventions of real media products, such as the trailer Saw. This particular trailer has a quick pace montage and cuts to a particular scene where the girl is frantically moving. This particular section inspired me to develop my own vision, but with the girl moving frantically in the prison in a similar effect. From research, one key piece of information I found out was that horror movies play on the idea of darkness, which in theory links to fear. Therefore, I have followed the convention of dark lighting in horror movie trailers, which is why I have filmed in the dark outdoor on this particular scene. An example of horror movie that heavily reinforces this idea is the film trailer Woman in Black, and this is consistent throughout. The protagonist is depicted as a powerful and out of control person. We see this through the manipulation of camera angle. For example, here we can see her head is cut off the screen, and the dramatic zoom shows her fierce facial expression. Referring back to my research, it is clear to see that trailer caption is consistent with other key components of real media products such as poster and website. For this reason, I made sure that captions are consistent with the house style and font used on the trailer. The convention of having a green screen at the beginning of a trailer is conventionally used in horror movie trailers. Also, the convention of a building block is used in most horror movie trailers, such as Friday the 13th, which shows the importance and can be used to advertise. For example, if a well-known actor is in the movie trailer, the audience are more likely to go watch the movie. The building block and caption is conventionally positioned at the middle of the screen. This is seen in the film trailer, The Thing. I have challenged the convention of supernatural horror by using a female protagonist who is a black girl. I know this is a convention because it's known that a black person will die in horror film unless there are multiple survivors. From research, I have found out this is a racist trend in horror film tradition.